Hi, welcome to Valerie's Real Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Valerie Smith, and this is episode 3. Today, I'm going to speak to you about employee engagement and its importance. Employee engagement is something that's being talked about worldwide. And the reason for that, because employees want to feel like they're part of something. It's belonging to an organization. When I was working in my previous role as a senior HR operations specialist, I always found I loved it. I love engaging in employees' growth. And one of the things that I always stress was skill set. I always love learning. Now, a lot of people would take a course after course after course. The courses that I will take will be relevant to what is needed in the future, because I'm a futurist and I love the future of work. And I always tell employees, you have to stay ready. You have to stay ready in the world of uncertainty so you can be marketable and you stand out. And that is why employee engagement is very important, because we want to engage in our employees' growth for their skills, growth in the work that they are doing, that they like. And then we want to ask them, do you like what you do? Because you have some employees who don't. They really don't. They're smiling in your face. I really like it. But they really don't. And it doesn't show their true potential. And that's why you want to be engaged, to see what is it that they really want to do. That's where employee engagement come in at. But also employee engagement brings this positive aura about the team. And then the leader of that team have to bring it forward. The employees do make up the culture because they're involved in different events like employee resource groups. Or maybe there's a volunteer event that's happening. Or there's some after hours event that's happening. It's called happy hour. So there's a lot of things that employees can do. But if they're burnt out, they're doing more with less, they don't have the resources, there's going to be a problem. And you heard the words quiet quitting. That is something that a lot of companies are experiencing. Even though they said that people are getting jobs, layoffs are still happening. But the thing is, there's still uncertainty that's happening. So our employees need to have balance. If they're going to be doing more with less, so how do we balance their workload? How do we make sure that they have time to grow, meaning they need to be taking classes to make sure that their skills are up to date with the market? And then we have to make sure that they have downtime away from the computer. It's nothing like when you just be on a computer for the first 6 hours of the day and you're just now getting a break. Something is wrong with that picture. That means too many meetings, too many tasks at hand. Maybe there's some issues that came up that you couldn't take a break from. These things do happen. So we have to make sure that there's balance. And this is where I'm going to talk to the leaders. Leaders must, within their plans and strategy, is how are you going to bring in the employee engagement initiative? If you don't know, you have to reach out to HR. Reach out to your HR business partner. If you don't have an HR business partner, then you need to reach out to your people officer and have a conversation. How can we put these employee engagement initiatives together? Because one, you want your employees to feel like they belong. They want to have autonomy over their work. They don't want to be micromanaged. They are adults. They come with skills, creativity. You want them to flourish. You want them to grow. You want them to be part of something called belonging. A culture that you can say, wow, we built together. Not, I'm just a number, a metric, and I got to show results. We all have to show results somewhere, some form. But however, it's nothing like that you doing something for a company and they appreciate you. And that's where recognition comes in at. Employee engagement, recognition. Everybody wants to be recognized for something that they did. If you recognize your employees, oh, they will do so much for you. You can go on vacation and the numbers are still going to be looking good. Because why? They want to make sure you look good. Because why? You made them feel good. If you don't make your employees feel good, they can care less if you come back, if the numbers look good or not. But when you take care of your employees, they will take care of you. Especially if you're growing their skills and they feel like they're going somewhere with the company. They're going to go the extra mile. Like Napoleon Hill. Oh, I love Napoleon Hill said, go the extra mile. You know what that does? It gives you credibility. It shows you care. And then the thing is, when you show gratitude to your employees, your name go around as one of the best managers or best leaders in the organization. And everybody want to work for you. And then you'll get promoted. These things will come back to give you what you want. Because employees do matter. Remember, they're doing more with less. And the only thing they're asking for is balance. Is to feel like they belong. With some kind of recognition. And that their work wasn't in vain. It's just how you became a leader. At one time, you was a frontline person. Somebody helped you get you where you need to be right now. That chair that you're sitting in, that table, being on the board. Just think about that. You started from nothing. And now you're in the board. You're on a board meeting. I mean, you're conducting the whole meeting. And have you ever thought that would ever happen in your lifetime? But somebody helped you get there. And that's why you have to pay it forward by putting these employee engagement initiatives together, showing your team and the whole organization. The whole organization needs to have an employee engagement initiative. It should not be just one line of business doing it. Everybody should be doing it. And this should be something that HR and managers need to sit down. Talent development. Everybody needs to sit down in these round tables and have these conversations. How are we going to make our employees feel like they belong? And that, leaders, is employee engagement. Remember, your employees matter. I want to say thank you for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next week, next Wednesday, for episode 4.